Hey guys, welcome to BG on TV. We're your new hosts. I'm Debbie Alderman and I played 6 years of tackle football.
And I'm Jared Miller, and this year I had the pleasure of being Freddie Falcon. Now, we know everyone is excited for what we have in store for you tonight. First off, Chef Isaac shows us how to make a healthy meal on a college budget. Then we try out our flying skills with BGSU's new organization, the BG Marauders.
Next, we get an inside look at life with a roommate at Columbia Courts. Then we're headed to 149's Jazz Night. Then it's off to the BGSU Glass Studio for a closer look at students tapping into their creative side. And finally, we recognize people that are doing positive things for the community, and I am BG.
Okay, now I like to eat, and I like to eat healthy, but that can be expensive. Luckily, we have our own local cook, Issac Cohen, here to show you how to make a wonderful meal on a college budget. Here's Happy Tummies.
It is so cold outside. Oh man. Well, hello and welcome to the Happy Tummy. I'm your host, Chef Isaac, and today we're gonna make a soup that's gonna warm you up from this harsh cold outside. It's easy to make and it's affordable. It is one of my favorites, a broccoli cheddar soup. Let's get started. First thing we're doing is going to chop up our vegetables. We have the broccoli. Now you want to get a nice fine chop on this broccoli so it's really nice and bite-sized in your soup. Next we have the onion. Remove the outside skin. There we go. Okay, now that those are all chopped up, we're going to move over to this pan that I've had preheating. We're going to turn it up a little bit. I have here some butter. I have about 2 tablespoons here. While that's going, let's prepare our broccoli. I have a bowl here that I'm going to put it all in. And to this, I'm going to add a little bit of water. Also here, I have a little soy sauce, and it's going to add a little bit of flavor to this broccoli while I'm cooking it. About a good tablespoon or so. I'm going to bring it over to the microwave. Some plastic wrap. We're going to let that cook for about 5 minutes or so. It looks like our butter is ready, so let's add the onions. When you add onions to hot butter, your house is going to smell better than anything you've ever experienced. You're going to have people knocking at your front door to get in and eat whatever you're cooking, and you're going to have to tell them, no, I'm cooking this for me, not you. You can go cook it yourself. They're about ready here. So what we're going to do next is add the flour, which is going to make the roux for our soup. 2 heaping spoonfuls. Stir it in. And you're going to notice that it's making a nice kind of doughy texture here. Next, we're going to add the milk. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So now we're just going to stir the roux into the milk here and make sure that it's nice and no lumps. A lumpy soup is a sad soup, and a sad soup results in a sad tummy. So, that's all nice and stirred now. I'm just going to let it thicken up a little bit. And over here, we're going to grate our cheese. I find that a nice medium cheddar works the best. There's something so peaceful about grating cheese. It's almost like zen meditative for me. So we have a good cup or two of cheese here. Beautiful. Let's go check on our broccoli. This broccoli is looking good. It's nice and soft and breakable, and it's ready to go in the soup. And it smells so good in this kitchen. Final step we need to do is add in, that's right, the cheese. What would a broccoli cheddar soup be without the cheddar cheese? I have a bowl of cheddar soup already made up. Woo! Take a look at that. So, why don't we serve up a bowl here? I gotta take a bite. It just warms up your entire body. If you were cold or anything, it's gone now. It's really cheesy and creamy, and the flavors are just really good. Well, thanks for tuning in today, and stay warm out there, and tune in next time. Thank you.
Jared, that soup looks really good.
Absolutely. I think the best part about the being a soup, it's easy to make, it's affordable and great for us college students. You know, I want to eat, I'm sorry, can you just introduce the next segment because I have to get a bowl right now.
All right, well, we're going to go snag a bowl of Isaac's delicious soup. And while we do that, we're going to let you guys take a look at the on-campus organization, the BG Marauders, as they embark on a quest to become world Quidditch champions. I'm looking forward to this.
Absolutely. I mean, I've heard a lot about this. I mean, Harry Potter and then real-world broomsticks, combination you can't pass up. I'm really looking forward to. Here's the segment right now.
I heard about Muggle Quidditch at the end of my freshman year. So I decided with my friend Cole that we were going to start this club and this team, and it's been awesome ever since we decided to start in September.
I did not realize that people actually played Quidditch. I thought that was really weird, and I was like, oh, we're going to play video games? Okay, that's cool. And then they showed videos, and I was like, oh, I'm going to run around with a broom between my legs.
Quidditch is basically rugby tag with brooms, with a little bit of basketball and soccer and tag and hide and seek.
It has a little bit of every sport. You have football, soccer, hockey we're trying to throw in with boarding people.
Basically every sport that you can imagine, that's what Quidditch is in one nice little exciting package. The main players are the chasers. They are the people that hold the quaffle, which is the scoring ball, and they throw the quaffle into the hoops. And the keeper, he tries to defend. If you get the ball through the hoops, you get 10 points. If you don't, then no points. And then with more defense, you have your keeper, but then you have your beaters as well, who have a dodgeball, and if you get hit by that dodgeball, you have to stop whatever you're doing, drop the ball if you have it, and run into your own hoop. So it's kind of like a knockout effect. And then the seeker, all you have to do is catch a snitch, and that ends the game. And instead of in the books how it's 150 points, Muggle Quidditch, it's 30 points, so it makes the rest of the game a little bit more relevant.
I didn't realize how aggressive it was and how strong and how it's a lot like football and you're tackling people. You want the ball and you're going to tackle them for it. I got hit in the eye, or right below my eye, with a broom, my own broom. The random injuries where you're facing a dude that's 3 times your size and you're like, oh snap.
What a lot of people don't realize is this sport was created 5 years ago, and it's all over the United States and the world.
Quidditch is the best of all sports. I would say that everyone should give it a try, especially if they're like, oh, it's not a real sport. You don't know what you're talking about.
If it's not professional within the next 5 years, I'll be surprised.
That was really exciting to watch.
That was awesome. I mean, do you think I would be a good Quidditch player?
I don't know. All you have under your belt is that mascot role.
What?
But I played football for 6 years, so I think I should give it a shot.
Okay, you know what?
Be a beater.
I happen to have a broom right here.
All right, I'll have to give it a shot. You know, I first heard about this from the vice president, Cole. He was the one who told me about it. We were friends from high school, and it really does sound like it's very interesting.
Next up, we have a skit that captures the difficulties of roommate life.
I know we've all had some experience with that, right? Let's check it out.
This is the last thing I need right now.
Yes! Love it.
You know, come to think of it, I still got that cheeseburger back at the house. Well, that's one good thing to come out of the day.
Tummy time. Let's use the fridge.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Oh, baby. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Southside, you have outdone yourself. Haven't. I wish I can meet the cow that is in my mouth right now.
What's that?
What's what?
That wrapper. Did you eat my sandwich in the fridge? You know the sandwich from Southside 6 that I had in the fridge that I was going to eat when I got out of class?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was me. I
Had no other food you could make, did you? Nothing.
Well, dude, you know me, okay? I'm living on ramen and mineral water, okay?
What are these? Apples?
Yeah, those
You
aren't.
couldn't eat the apples, could you? What about this? What else we got in here? Oh, some soup. You couldn't have took the soup and just ate it.
That's the way out of luck. That's not even cold. That's cold. That's cold
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, sure food.
Yep. Totally worth it.
So Jared, do you get along with your roommate?
You know, I do usually. It's just when you're hungry, your tummy does weird things, you know? He's a great guy. It's just kind of on me, you know?
Right. You could have made some of Isaac's broccoli and cheddar soup.
I didn't even think about that. I should have.
Well, remember that for next time.
Happy tummies all the way.
Jared, there's always something to do in BG. I can never decide where to go on weekends.
Well, Debbie, recently, a part of our nightlife segment, I went to 149's Jazz Night. Let's check it out.
Jazz night is a night in the middle of the week where you can just kind of relax and not stress about everything. come down, have a couple drinks, listen to some really good music.
One thing I like about Jazz Night is that it brings the community of Bowling Green together, not only musicians, but non-musicians. We got some of the best jazz really in the country.
Most schools, you don't have that. Like the faculty doesn't have a weekly gig where they get together and everybody can go see their teachers play every week. If you go to an art gallery, you might not like everything you see, but if you're a cultured person that's willing to open your mind to new things, you can check something out and appreciate it. The guys up here, they just want to entertain you. They enjoy doing this. They want you to come and enjoy it.
Town with huge talent. Take a breath, listen, and socialize.
Well, Jared, it looks like you had a great time.
Absolutely, Debbie. I mean, the great thing about Jazz Night is that there's great music, there's great atmosphere, and there's great food there. So you should check out 149 on Wednesdays, starting at 9 o'clock.
Well, Jared, while you were at Jazz Night, I got to hang out with the glassblowing class at the BGSU School of Art and Design.
Let's take a look.
We're here in the glass studio. Grab your goggles and let's go.
This is Nadine Saylor. She's the instructor here at the glass blowing class. Nadine, how long have you been blowing glass?
I've been blowing glass for 16 years. Oh my goodness. Ever since I started blowing glass, it's just the heat, the way the glass is just so fluid and liquid and juicy. And, you know, I just fell in love ever since I started.
And what do you like about teaching that then?
I just love sharing my knowledge about this stuff. I love it when a student gets an idea or gets what I'm teaching them. You can see that spark in their eyes.
I was looking for some classes that are, you know, would be fun, and glass blowing is something I've always really wanted to do. And there are only like 20-some glass blowing programs in the whole country.
Oh, wow.
We have one right here at Bowling Green. So my thought process was, you know, I'm never going to get a chance to do this ever again in my entire life. So might as well try it out now.
I have Haley Sedan here with me right now. She is a TA in this art class. Can you explain what your role is as a TA?
Basically to just help out with anything that's going on in the studio. If they have any questions, and they're more than welcome to ask them. It's kind of hard to have like individual like hands-on teaching with like something like glass blowing, you know? So it's good to have as many people in the studio as possible.
Can I try to make something?
Now? I could show you how to gather.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Nadine.
Okay.
Debbie, now looking at that segment, it seems like your glass was half full.
That was a terrible joke.
Okay, you know what? I got a whole pocket full.
Were you even
of
paying
this.
attention to what was going on?
Absolutely. Can you show me, tell me a little about like what you were making there?
Okay, they were making a twister or a tornado that had a cow in it. All made out of glass. It was the coolest thing.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
When they were showing me how to gather, my hand was actually burning, and she kept sticking the pole in farther. I'm like, no, stop.
I mean, I guess
please.
when you do that for 16 years, like you probably don't even feel those going into the fire, you know?
You just kind of get ahead of yourself too. But it was really exciting. It was an awesome experience. It was really warm in there, but
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun.
You know, there are so many ways to get involved in your local community. We recently went to the local Humane Society and met Rich Douglas, who is doing just that. Now, let's take a look at activists in BG.
I'm Rich Douglas. I'm a volunteer specializing in dog walking. I'm a retired economics professor, and I'm also a volunteer with Assistance Dogs of America. I came out here originally because I was just walking around and I ran into a dog walking volunteer. And she told me to come out, and I did. And that was over 5 years ago. I've been coming out for the most part 4 days a week ever since. I think it's the combination of the feeling I'm doing something useful, the fact that I like the dogs, I like the people. One thing that I guess I learned from doing this is how generally they're just really adaptable, and even though they're put in an unfamiliar place, most of the time they kind of adjust to it, and they're mostly quite friendly and get along a lot better than you might think they would. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that if I were put in a similar situation, but it shows you how cool a dog is, you see. Well, I think volunteering for anything is good. It's kind of tough sometimes, well, because the weather is not good, yet we walk anyway, and so it's not a lot of fun sometimes, depending on the weather. Sometimes there are about as many walkers as dogs. Sometimes there's not as many walkers as dogs. Yeah, well, between my own dog, who walks about 4 or some miles a day, and the Humane Society dogs, I spend a lot of time walking. And also I walk an assistance dog too. And I used to play a lot of tennis and cycle a lot, and I do less of that now as I've gotten older. And it's just good to socialize and have a friend. You know, everybody needs a friend, and so it's nice for a dog to have a friend too.
I'm Rachel Bryant. I am currently the manager here at the Wood County Humane Society. The Wood County Humane Society is a nonprofit organization. We basically deal with animal welfare issues. Volunteers are very crucial to everything that we do here because we are a nonprofit organization, so we don't have a lot of money coming into the shelter to afford to pay a whole bunch of staff people to work here. Rich has been a dog walker for many years. I don't know exactly how many years he's been coming out here, but he's been out here for a long time. And a lot of our dogs that have a little bit of an issue with walking on lead and pull a lot and give some of the women some trouble trying to, to hold on to them and manage them. Rich is always one of the first ones they kind of hand them over to. He is one of our top dog walkers that we have.
My name is Rich Douglas, and I am BG.
That was so cool. And if you would like to volunteer at the Humane Society, their number is 419-352-7339.
Or you can stop by the shelter at 801 Van Camp Road.
Debbie, I'm looking at this next show script, and it's going to be a jam-packed show.
You bet. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, but don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at BGOnTV, and check us out on our website at WBGU.org/BGOnTV.
So until next time, ta-da for now.